Shalom Aleichem, everyone. Hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful week. It is Erev Shabbos, Parshas Tazriah. And in the beginning of the Parsha, Rashi points out that we ended off last week's Parsha Shmini with all of the aspects of Tum and Tara of animals, and now we move into the Tum and Tara of people. So Rashi quotes Amar of Simloi, Kishem Shitzirasa Shal Adam Achar Kol Behema Chai Va'of, B'Masa Bereshis, Kak Torosam Nisparshu Achar Toras Behema Chai Va'of. So too, the Tumah of, just like in the Bria, animals then man, so too, when it comes to Tum and Tara, animals and then man. So what is the idea over here? So I have a sefer called Yalkut Lekak Tov. So he quotes in the name of Rav Yisrael Salanter, a very fascinating idea. He says when it comes to animals, they have Tumah, humans have Tumah. When it comes to animals, it's a very fundamentally different type of tumah. When an animal is tameh, and typically it's tameh when it's dead, we have certain behemoths that are tameos, they can't change their status. It is a status that is static, and once the animal has that status of tumah, that's it. It is tameh forever. When it comes to mankind, however, mankind has the ability to become tameh, leave tumah, go back to tumah. There's a dynamism in mankind, and that reflects a fundamentally different type of status, type of organism that a human being is. The idea here, I think, is reflecting the following yesod. Again, an animal only is tameh after it's dead. An animal is basically a static entity. It is not an evolving, changing entity. It has instinctual life. It has an existence. It operates based on its instincts, and then after it dies, certain animals become immediately tameh, and they can't change that status. Humans are dynamic, and sometimes indeed a human can be dormant. He can be animalistic in nature, and that can trigger a sense of tumah. When a human being becomes too animalistic, for example, when a woman gives birth, she becomes, in a certain sense, she loses control over her body. She loses her seichel, is no longer in control of her guf. That engenders a sense of tumah. When a person becomes a nida, so her physicality takes over. She becomes tmeya because she becomes, in a certain sense, she loses that. Her seichel is not governing her guf anymore, and as a result, that engenders tumah. But the beauty of a human being is a human being can go to the mikveh and re-emerge. So that's a fundamental difference between a behemoth and a human, and perhaps highlighting the hierarchy that yes, while a man can reduce himself to become tameh, but he has the ability to come out of that tumah. He's a dynamic individual, and that highlights the unique tzelem Elokim that a person has. Food for thought, things to reflect on. Have a wonderful Shabbos Kodesh.